All right, welcome to
Hello.
Menu Heroes, and today we're gonna be watching video,
Right here, the screen, right
the
here.
PlayStation State of Play on our state-of-the-art HD Real TV.
It absorbs everything that goes near it just because it needs to give you that solid Sony experience.
Speaking of a solid experience,
720p gold.
Pepsi
Yeah.
Zero.
Mm-hmm. Real
That's
Ben
standard
Stiller,
high
Steve
definition.
Martin experience.
That's so good.
Or are we acting?
And I would like to introduce our special guests. Shut up, Buster.
Not Buster. Not Buster. You two used to.
Buster's the third one. Just there.
So we've got. Introduce yourselves.
Got Autobot ODST James. Hello.
We've
Hi,
got,
I'm Shiny. I pretend to be a game developer.
we've got James and
Shiny.
we've got Shiny. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in the background.
Is that me?
Yeah, the moment I heard that, I was like, "That's his dad."
Yeah, my dad. And my dad doesn't use their
Like, he likes to go around
We
in the
have fun
background and
here,
sing opera to
James.
himself.
Yeah, for some freaking reason.
That's great. All right, so let's go ahead and get started.
Oh, we can't use that. Oh.
Oh, I can bleep it out.
It's
Or
brilliant
just
though, but
ignore
we
it.
can't use it.
All right, let's start.
Yeah, start over. Just start.
We're just starting.
Yes, so. I have not seen before. Or have I?
So the PS Vita 2, no, PSVR 2.
Yeah.
The Vita 2. Oh my God, victory.
You mean the PSP Go?
Back with a vengeance.
I mean, I want to sit here. Like, I'm serious. Of all four of us here, like actually played like the original VR. I know, like I have. Shiny has.
Have you ever played the PSVR?
I have tried VR before. I learned quickly it was not my thing.
I never got a chance to do the PSVR.
Yeah, just
It was fun.
it's
I
weird
enjoyed
that
it when I had it.
all throughout the 90s people thought like, oh man, this is game of the future. This is how everybody's gonna game, and I want nothing to do with that, honestly.
I
I think
can't.
it's just a new subcategory of gaming. The way mobile gaming became a new thing.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's just
I
what
get
VR
it.
is gonna be.
It's its own genre. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, like its own basic form of like interactive media.
Yeah.
Like I said, like VR could be a really interesting way to experience some games.
Oh yeah.
It just like with the VR one though, it's
Have you
like
guys seen the fucking? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
what-
We've been
what-
over this. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We can always censor.
I said that because it's horrible. It's the video of the woman that goes into VR to talk to her dead child.
that was the thing.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that a Black Mirror episode?
it's probably, but it's also a real thing that happened in South Korea.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh Jesus!
It's really hard to watch
I'd imagine.
because they frame it like this beautiful thing where like the moment the kid walks out from behind a rock and is like, "Hi, mommy," and she starts tearing up and like gets on her knees and like
Stop.
reaches her hands out and like her hands go through the child obviously because it's VR.
You can't keep talking about this.
Look,
I'm gonna cry.
I know it's popular to hate on Rick and Morty now, but that was a scene from like season 2.
I was thinking the exact
Yeah.
same thing in Rick and Morty, dude.
Oh,
That is the
with the
best
car?
fucking-
Yes.
That was the comparison I made too.
Oh.
Wow, we're all unoriginal.
Yeah, I know.
But
I
they
said it
frame
first.
like this beautiful thing, like we reunited this woman with her child, and she's like, I got to see her again for the first time in years, and it's like, that's great for you that it helps, I guess, but that's morbid.
Yes.
Horrifying.
Like,
Yeah.
like, I can think of the story, like a story it's nowhere. I don't think it's nowhere near as morbid. It's kind of where, like, it's some kid like this. His father died, and years later he found like his old PS1 or whatever, and it found like a memory card that had like
Oh yeah.
ghost data of a racing game they played together of his father's
I remember
record. So
reading
it was kind of in a way the kid playing with his father again, and or something like that.
Okay,
I remember.
sorry. We need to change the topic because I will start crying like a baby.
Oh, I just say like I say that.
For me, I'll just be thinking about like some morbid psychological things, like what kind of dystopian nightmare we'll be heading towards, an even worse dystopian nightmare we're in now than we are in now.
All right, let's watch the first trailer for Fog
Yeah.
World or
Foglands,
Fogland,
the Foglands.
also known as the United Kingdom.
Yeah, so this first
But I'm
chunk
bummed.
of the thing is just all VR showcase.
Yeah.
Kid, we gotta work on your focus.
Remember when I was really big into tarot cards?
Yes.
Yeah. I still got them, but I
Chill now.
haven't messed with them recently.
I never knew anyone who actually was into that stuff at first.
I know at least like 5 people who are big into tarot cards.
I know a handful.
Like 12.
Mama got a tarot card reading once that told her that basically she should leave her husband.
Not mind, of course. Let's try again.
It was right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, it's that scene from No Way Home.
I will. What, are we going to make comments after this?
Yeah, we'll
or-
make comments after this.
Like that. That's what's like, I guess like. I guess we'll say the comments afterwards. Like this stuff they show off is pretty cool.
All right.
Um,
So thoughts?
I would say definitely look very stylized.
Oh yeah.
It's not full on like Mike Minella's Hellboy, but it sort of reminds me of that. It's sort of like those Dark Horse comics. The main character fighting demons or monsters, or whatever, and everything's in shadows. But like
I mean,
the colors,
Doom.
I guess in a way, yeah. But I'm saying like I read a lot of comics, so I think of that. Okay.
Like a visual I get is kind of like the Telltale Walking Dead.
Oh my god,
kinda
Mighty
like, it's
Doom.
the way those games kind of looked,
Yeah.
like that stylized, especially with the zombies.
Yeah.
Or you can't say zombies anymore. It's just like the undead.
Yeah, zombie is
Yeah, we're-
slur.
Yeah, we're not about the unliving appropriation here.
You got any thoughts, Shiny?
No thoughts, head empty.
I knew you would say that. I knew you would.
But it's just showing off like what the VR2 can do, which is the problem I had with the VR1, where you were very stationary for a lot of the time. There's not much good motion the thing really had. Here with the VR2, way better hardware. Also, these VR games look really nice.
They do. So Xander's actually played Green Hell
Okay.
on the Switch. Rawr.
Looked all right.
So visually, it's not going to be spectacular because the game came out a couple years ago anyway,
Okay.
and
that's why.
it was a fairly cheap game.
Okay. That's probably why the hands didn't look quite, like obviously it's a game, so nothing's gonna look super real, but like the hands especially looked very plasticky.
Yeah, the rain. That's how they try to emulate like rain on your hands to like make it look plasticky.
Yeah. That was
So like I didn't realize it was a game that already existed beforehand, like a year or so ago. How old is it?
Right offhand, I don't know, but I can look it up.
So that was just essentially just like a VR update
Yeah.
Center, like
Okay,
a VR
yeah.
version of it.
So Green Hell came out in 2019.
That is actually
Bro.
4 years ago. Think about that.
It's like relative.
2019 was 4 years ago.
I know.
It's a $25 game, so, you know, like I said,
Yeah.
not spectacular looking, but Xander enjoyed it, so
Okay, all right.
I imagine he'd enjoy the VR, but we're not doing that until we get a house
Hmm.
with a dedicated VR room.
All right. Oh yeah, in this place, in this area. Oh man, y'all hurt yourselves. Y'all want to
He
know?
would hurt himself. He was in a room that was padded and he still ended up hurting himself.
How?
He punched the wall too hard.
I don't want to laugh, but it is kind of funny.
It is hilarious.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh my god, it's Destiny 3.
No. Dude, if you ever had Destiny VR, I would throw up.
Mm. Oh, it's the obelisk from 2001, but gay.
But gay.
Did any of you have seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
No.
I actually have a DVD of it. I just never sat down and watched it.
What's a DVD?
It is a rather slow movie, but it's all about the evolution of man and where we're going and what have you. And yeah, it's cool, like, you know, for its time.
It's I.
Did you seriously just say you have a DVD?
Yes, it's like I got it from a yard sale.
I have a whole Stanley Kubrick collection, so yeah.
Cringe.
Yeah, well, I have a girlfriend, so...
No, you don't.
Wow.
The shit pissed
Oh,
me
I just got burned, y'all. Live on camera. Me getting burned.
Steven just called me out immediately. No, you
No.
don't.
I'm
It's like,
sorry.
Don't bullshit.
I felt so bad. Oh, and a reminder, the F word is really the only one that we need to censor.
Yeah.
And even then we don't need to because we're not monetized. We haven't been given any restrictions so far. If we start getting language restrictions, then we'll need to curb it.
Yeah.
But
Like, I get you. It's like, still.
it's a synapse.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, that seems like a cool. It's like a lot of VR
Wow.
cool idea for these first person. Especially having the idea where, like,
Oh, wait,
you can, like,
so
hide
you're
behind
right.
cover your hands on the rock and you have to actively aim your head to look over it. Like, that's the kind of stuff you could not do on the VR 1.
Yeah.
The headset was just not very good to do that with.
So, Shiny, did you notice that it's made in Unreal Engine?
It's made in a religion?
Unreal Engine.
You can't say that word, dude. I think the proper term is Native American.
I was. Thank you for saying
Oh
that.
my god, I hate both of you.
I wasn't the only one that thought of that.
Oh my god. But yeah, this is one of the reasons we should learn that.
We should.
There's two-
Unreal's the one that's C++, right?
Yes, and then Unity is C sharp. But
C sharp is so much easier, though.
if we learn both, we'll be unstoppable.
But then we have to learn C.
Just pure C.
C minus.
C minus minus.
It's a
Learn
real
C
thing.
holy.
Yeah.
Holy C.
Oh. Isaac
Is that what it's
Asimov.
called?
All right.
I think so. It's either Holy C or C Holy.
This may be hard to hear. The Empire will fall. Our galaxy will be plunged into 30,000 years of chaos.
I think the first commercially released game in Moo.
Yeah.
Ow, whatever it's called.
We can't stop it. But there is a plan to save humanity.
You know, the fact they're trying to sneak around VR, like, oh god.
Ring scale.
I know a little bit about Isaac Asimov. I know a little bit about his work, but I'm not a super inverse, so I don't know which book they're basing this off of.
We
The
actually
only Isaac Asimov book I read was a science book that he wrote back in the 40s, I want to say, about the basics of electrical engineering and science.
Yeah, it's either that one or the robot one. You know, the one that everybody quotes.
So we were actually talking about that the other day because Shiny found a video about talking about the first computer bug, and the earliest use of bugs in relation to electronics and computers was Asimov's Robot Story.
Yeah.
And then like the actual first computer real life application of it came because a moth got stuck in one of the tape reels at like a university or institute, and that's just great.
I mean, I really thought there was going to be a
literal bug.
Yeah, so it's just.
What were you saying?
That reminds me of like there was something that happened recently, like this modding cycle, like Game Banana, like their servers got shut down, or like there was some weird shit going on, and apparently like a bug actually flew into the server and fried it. Their server.
I heard about that.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
That's why servers have to be like in underground rooms.
Well, no,
Get away from anything.
What you need is fly paper. You need to make sure if there's any flies nearby, they'll get stuck in the paper, and then Bob's your uncle.
Oh,
Have you guys seen the drawing of Dobby from Harry Potter dead in the glue trap?
oh my God, I have.
No.
Why would I look that up? Why would I want
Put
to
it up in the
just-
video right here.
What?
There. It was good.
Did you say let's end the video right here?
Yeah, just like putting like a frame. People have to pause it.
Alright. Autumn 2023. None of us can play it because we're all too broke to buy a PSVR 2.
Give me time, I'll get it.
See that tower out there?
Furry
I
game.
don't even have a PS5. I will though. I'll get a PS5, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get it.
Beastars, the VR game.
Your life. You're gonna show it.
Like,
And
also,
Think back. Very beginning.
Never mind.
also, I was like, when I was seeing this happening, I was thinking like, I remember in Rick and Morty, there was that whole thing where like a VR thing where you're born and then you choose the events they go through, like you pick the football instead of the basketball or whatever, that kind of stuff. I thought this was what this was going to be. Or something like it. Also, is that an Apple Pippin? It's like, what is that?
It looks unfinished.
Where did you see the Apple Pippin?
Like the game.
Oh my God, it is. That is the controller.
It has the ESRB rating that they used to have on fake GBA Pokemon games.
That's great.
Like,
The art style reminds me a little bit of unfinished or untitled Goose Game.
It makes me think of Donut County.
Yeah, that too.
well, it's a stylized low poly thing.
Yeah.
At least for
I
model.
know. It just.
BAFTA winner.
Okay. Wow. This won a lot of awards. All right.
Yeah, so you're wrong.
Keep in mind, this is supposed to be in VR and we're seeing it on flat display. In VR, you're going to be in this black floating void surrounded by these esoteric shapes, so I bet it looks way better.
Yeah, like
Okay. Fine. I just. For me, it just did not look all right. It looked off.
Next time
There you
I
go.
didn't
There.
mean
Yeah.
to.
send you back.
it's
Sorry.
fine.
Hey, don't apologize. You're fine. Jordan's just mean.
I'm trying
No.
not to be.
No, I know. It's just not for him.
I don't want to be a bully, but I need lunch money, so give me it, you nerds.
What makes you think
Also-
they have lunch
Also,
money?
also, it comes out soon too. At least for
Oh shoot, it does.
March 10th.
You like how I stopped myself and said, "Oh shoot"?
Beautiful.
Okay, let me say this right now. Like, I'm a big fan of the Katamari Damacy games, and those look very low res, very simple shapes and everything. So, by all means, this might be that.
Those are
It might
fun.
be just a really good game, but not selling you on the fantastic graphics. So that's what I'll say about that. Okay.
No, I got you.
Captured on PC.
Ha! Wow. Nice.
Ooh, triangles.
Oh,
the pyramids.
no, I'm just kidding. We'll go back.
See if you want. I'll say all the curse words I immediately come on. Out of spite.
You just start screaming slurs.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, no, please don't.
The witness.
fungi.
The witness to what?
The malefactor of our first collapse.
The
is at
witness
our
to that.
doorstep.
What is she the witness to?
He's the witness
The witness to what?
of our collapse.
These nuts.
But that hasn't happened
Ah.
yet.
I'll say that's the bad guy, right?
I think so.
He does look pretty cool, I'll say that. Just
It's like compared to everything in World Destiny, it really stands out as like really freaky looking.
I will
The
say
eye.
that I rip on Destiny constantly. It is probably my favorite shooter. Probably one of my favorite shooters. Like, of all the shooters I play, it's the one I can always go back to, and I'm always like, this gunplay feels really good.
yeah. I am neutral to Destiny, so I have no strong opinion one way or another. I'm just here for the visuals, and if it's real good, people keep telling me, please go pick this game up, I will.
Destiny is free to play.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
It's like it's totally free. It's just the expansions. That's sort of the one.
that's where they get shit.
That's where they get
Yeah,
you.
that's how they get you.
They expand the story and all that jazz.
And a new one's about to come out,
It will be in 3 days. This,
which is literally what this is.
yeah. As I was saying, it's like so close. It's just so.
I hold her on. No.
Also, I don't really get like the Lightyear font.
It is.
All right, we'll be here for about an hour while Jamie talks
Yeah.
about Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're like going from for the beginning of the end of this trailer, like the one visual that really got me was like you see a Guardian in his ship with his ghost, and you see it literally split just sliced. And if you actually go back to that quick,
I honestly just assumed that was like the ghost.
So,
'Cause you know how you know how their shells kind of flare out and just spin around and stuff.
Yeah.
I honestly
Yeah.
just thought that was the way the shell worked.
it was like you see the entire thing, including like the little ball inside of it, is like getting sliced.
Yeah.
And if you actually look at it's kind of like
I don't know where it
it's
is.
like it's like halfway. You see like. Keep going.
I know the scene he's talking about. I don't know where it is in the trailer.
And that guy looks like Thor, but
He
in like
does.
the 2099 universe.
Okay, so
About,
yeah, they keep pointing. I'll tell you when to pause.
I think we're at the beginning.
Yeah, you're at the beginning.
Okay. We'll have to play it again.
Yeah, it's like I'll
That was his plan the whole time.
but yeah, it's like this whole thing. It's like the pyramids, like the travelers' enemy. Like it's finally here. It's been searching for all these years. It's finally here, and there's gonna mess some.
Is at our doorstep.
And there's some nice pyramids.
I can't look at Zavala without thinking of the fucking. Damn
Toys
it!
are.
Sorry. The Toys Are Me thing.
Yeah.
Vanguard to all units.
Also, the cinematics are incredible.
Yeah,
They are.
visually this is great.
Honestly, the game looks pretty good too. And
The Kingdom Hearts music.
it has moments
not hating.
where it looks pretty great.
Yeah, that's why it has a good like in-game art style.
Kingdom Hearts, that's something we need to play, Shiny.
Yeah, right here.
Right.
Now you see like
Okay.
the entire thing, and look at the Guardian. He's also getting sliced up too. That is messed up.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that. That is actually real. Okay. Steven, do you know the context of Destiny and what the ghosts do?
Nope.
Okay,
Okay,
go back
want me
go back for a sec.
I can give the rundown once we get back to it.
I guess just explain to him what ghosts are and what they do, and
Yeah, like so
Destiny
in this
episode
world, like there was the darkness. These pyramid ships was the initial reason of our something called the collapse, where like everything would just get screwed over. We're getting killed by them, all this stuff. And like the traveler pushed them back.
I'm more
And
so
then-
just going to explain what ghosts are and how
I'm,
they
I'm,
work.
I'm getting to that. It's like in return
Sorry.
made.
I'm
as I
sorry,
said,
Steven.
It's like in return, the big sphere, the traveler made the ghosts, the little buddies, and they're essentially the life force, or like the central thing that makes Guardians. They can keep dying as much as they want, but the ghosts bring them back to life. kind of like the in-meta reason why we can keep dying and just come right back.
It's a canon reason why they just respawn.
Gotcha.
Okay.
They literally cannot die because anytime they die, their ghost can just bring them back to life. But if the ghost dies or something happens to the ghost where they can't, then the human just dies for good.
Yes. And just seeing it right there, the witness, just with a flick of a finger right there,
Just basically sliced up not only the Guardian into pieces, but the ghost at the same moment. So he's just gone forever.
Hmm.
Dang.
Yeah.
That was the whole plot of Destiny 2 at the very beginning was everyone lost their ghosts, and instead of being this big fighting force, they're all hiding out in a farm just like, you know what? I know we're supposed to be warriors, but the fact is, I'm scared. I just don't want to die.
yeah, it's
That's a
like
good way to be.
this
That's a good reason to be
this enemy
scared.
faction that you always beat their ass, and they somehow they flank you, they capture the traveler, they suppress it, suppressing the light essentially, and you can't respawn or whatever, and you manage to find a way to get some light back, and everyone fights back, and
Essentially, something happens. I don't remember the details of where you become the sole character that has a bit of that light left, so you can keep respawning in certain situations.
yeah, you're
You're
the
kind of on you to like fix everything.
Gotcha.
But of course, they don't learn any lessons. As soon as everything gets back to normal, they're back to just taking death for granted.
yeah.
It's I mean, you know, make
That's
fun
why
of
it's nice that
Destiny
you
2
went
all you
with a
want. I
Marvel
do it
joke
all
or
the time.
anything.
I was
But
thinking
it
it.
is like the people that originally made Halo, so they know how to tell
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it's kind
absolutely.
of
yeah.
weird. Like with Destiny 1, yeah, that was one of the biggest complaints. Of like the story made no sense, or like nothing's explained. And Destiny 2, they really like try to put that up front, like try
The
to tell.
the
'Cause,
lore things that you can unlock are pretty well written.
yeah, it's
And
just
like I said earlier, the gunplay it genuinely feels like very good to shoot things in that game.
yeah, like from the going off from Halo Reach being their last Halo game, going from that
Yeah.
to Destiny,
Yeah.
Reach plays amazing.
it does.
So that was our whole gushing about Destiny 2. I ended up
Like-
doing it more than he did somehow.
We're-
By all
Like-
means, that's cool.
We're only 9 minutes
To
in.
me, I'm
Yeah.
trying to explain some general story bits, especially.
And I'm sitting here trying to justify like, "Sis,
Did
I don't like it."
also the Traveler just shooting a giant FU laser out of nowhere? Like, oh, he could do that?
Oh my
Whenever
God.
like it in reverse, so it looks like Eggman destroying the moon.
Oh yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah.
The Traveler's pissing on the pyramid.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Also, this game, it was announced a good while ago and just heard nothing of it.
Yes,
How would you
this is
react
that
if you
game.
saw a trailer like this whole trailer played out as normal, but at the very end, a logo popped up that said Destiny 3.
That I'd give
I'd
him
be-
full respect for that. I wouldn't have seen it coming.
No, I wouldn't have either.
What if the logo popped up that said Leisure Suit Larry 8?
That would creep me out. Like, is Larry gonna try something with this little girl?
No, he is the little girl.
Okay.
Larry was that tree she was climbing.
Oh my God! Look what she's doing.
Oh my God, it's
There's
the Breath of the Wild.
3. It's just.
Sans?
I was gonna say an offensive joke. Can I say it and we censor it since we're already censoring stuff?
You can text it to me.
just, I guess, again.
This
It's
is
just something,
beautiful,
guess,
by
but
the
I
way.
think it's hilarious.
Tachia. Okay, this looks real good.
Chia.
March 21st.
Yeah.
And the crafts.
You've got crabs, butt
Oh,
face.
you know, it would have been funny if it's like if it showed that date, it washed up and just said, just kidding, now, and just out now.
Oh my God.
Even look at my text.
PlayStation Plus. Let's take a look at what's in.
No, not OKG, OMG.
And just PlayStation Plus stuff. That's cool. All right.
I don't like the music.
Yeah. Oh,
At least laughed.
I thought it was funny.
also, of all games to have the show up front about your PlayStation Plus thing, you put the freaking the worst Battlefield in recent history.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's the one everybody was trashing.
Yeah, for good reason. Yeah, also, yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo is gonna become like a PlayStation Extra thing.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Okay.
Our
Yeah, I'm
next
excited
game
to
is
try
from
that one.
Enhance, the creators of Tetris Effect and Res Infinite.
Okay, doggy. Okay, Richmond, Virginia. Gotcha.
This is New York City.
Now, I've been to Richmond several times, so I can say this is how it feels. It's that crowded.
And do people constantly get sucked up into his space?
It's Lemmings with gold star men.
It's Doja the giant.
It's Lemmings, Doshin the Giant, and Captain Toad.
And Captain Toad.
And the Clank levels from Rift
That's
Apart.
funny. Just arcs of people just in art. Yeah. That's
When they collide into each other, they just fall.
The Others. This is a game about racism.
yeah, racist towards the gray people. Oh, they haven't. Don't they have it bad enough?
This is the sequel to that Fairly Odd Parents episode where they became gray blobs.
Well, everyone looks exactly the same.
And when everyone looks exactly the same.
No
I gotta
one
say, you
will
guys,
lose.
I don't think I agree with how this game is trying to villainize colored people.
Yeah, shame on this game.
Aren't the,
Hashtag allies.
well, I mean, aren't the people of color the ones we're trying to bring around? The ones that, well, they're different colored shirts, I think.
The gold
So
guy.
you're okay with me saying the colored people, but you're not okay with me saying brown of the wild?
No! Man!
Oh, first of all, I was not there when I heard that. I was
He texted it to me.
okay.
Because it wasn't politically correct, Matt. Shiny. Fuck!
Then censor it. I don't care.
Humanity. That's us, guys.
You're supposed to
Humanity.
say-
I'll edit it if you want me to.
You're
Damn.
supposed to say colored people of the wild.
Color of the Wild.
We're not racist, I
Horrible. That's horrible.
promise. So this game, the chat, the live chat for this PlayStation State of Play, they were so mad.
I mean, I'm loving it, but that's because I'm a furry, so.
I mean, it's great. It's cool. The only thing that distracts me is her snout.
Assembly.
Yeah.
They all have large
Everyone,
noses.
like, potential
Snouts are
That's
all-
not being Nanny Smith, okay? Please don't.
I'm just saying, I know that the person who did the art for this
Nobody
game
would've taken it
has to
that
account
way
where all
unless
these
you-
characters-
I thought you would have. I thought you would have said, Jordan, don't be hateful towards the Jews. That's what I thought you would have said that.
The Jews. Wow, Jordan.
Band is
I was trying to
Does anyone
anticipate
hear what I
your
just said?
black.
Hold on.
You actually see the actual artist.
What did you say, Matt? Shiny?
I'm just saying the artist of this game probably has like a Fur Affinity account where all these characters have their mouths gaping open.
Oh my god.
I could see that, yeah.
What those teeth do?
Animation's alright. This game's probably fun. I don't know.
It looks cute.
Yeah.
It does look cute.
It's
I can tell a lot. I can tell
Although-
this is like someone's passion project too. So I obviously don't want to like shit on it.
That character kind of creeps me out a little bit.
Is it like the Fae?
It's
I like
the
that
face.
one.
And,
That one
and their
reminds me of-
theater.
Go back a sec. That one.
that,
That hell
yeah,
of a-
yeah. I was about to say hell of a
Yeah,
boss. Hell of a boss.
She reminds me of Susie.
Really?
From Delta?
Yeah. You don't see it?
always done what you want.
I think if it was a more actual purple, probably. That probably was the color it throws me off more than anything.
How are we supposed to
Who does this main character remind me of?
I think my biggest thing is that from the voices we've heard, all the girls sound the same.
Yeah, well, they're all one.
Naruto. Sorry.
My god, it's Baruto's dad.
Look, I am legit excited for this. It is like it's a collection.
Yeah,
Me
Shiny's
too.
excited for it too.
Yeah, nice.
I don't think it's a collection. I think it's a remake of all the games in one.
Okay, I'm down with that.
That's what I'm down, because I never played the first Storm, but 2 and 3 were my absolute favorites.
Also, like, just regardless, like, just having like these kind of games on like new next gen hardware. That's very
Yeah.
smooth.
They make Naruto games the way I wish they made Dragon Ball games.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's like, yeah, there's been a plenty of Dragon Ball games in the last couple of years. It's glad that Naruto's finally getting some love as well.
Well, Naruto's always had the games. They have so many games where you start from the beginning of the series and go through to the end, right? And Dragon Ball, they do it a lot too, but we've never had one. The closest we got was Kakarot, to having just one game that goes all the way from the beginning of Dragon Ball to like the end of Super.
Yeah. Although I do have.
Z.
My main complaint of Kakarot is they don't do the Android Saga and Cell Saga well. I feel like that's the weakest part of the game.
They don't.
Would I haven't played it myself that far at all. Like I've played the first hour or two. With how they handle themselves.
Kakarot feels like they blew their load on the Frieza saga.
Yes, you are right, because that's what probably would have happened.
That was a way of phrasing it.
The Frieza saga in Kakarot is amazing.
Oh, it's great. Again, yeah, exactly. And obviously this looks pretty good too.
Freaking weebs.
Also, who are these characters?
I know who you're hanging out with.
I actually don't know.
I don't know who any of these
I'm
characters
incredibly
except for
behind on all of it.
Naruto, Boruto, and Sasuke.
Captivating fantasy worlds await in our next two games.
I'll tell you a story, true soul. My life was dismantled.
That sounds like J.K. Simmons.
And when I tried to buy it back,
Are you gonna say J.K. Rowling?
No.
No, he doesn't sound like he's full of
I
malice.
started. Death's design will be complete.
Discover Godric's secret. Find out what
It's
is
Jack and Daxter. I saw their ears. It's Jack and Daxter.
I'd be happy. Yeah. It's been forever since they've done a game with those characters.
No.
The last thing they did with those characters was Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
You can hear the disappointment just dripping.
I miss Jack and Daxter so much.
I love him too.
he doesn't. Ally worth having.
This is what, Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I have
Is there
never.
not already a Baldur's Gate 3? I feel like Baldur's Gate 2 came out 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's been so long. It's oh my god, they're actually making a third.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have more experience with.
Someone is seeing this and screaming the way we screamed about Prime Remastered, which, by the way, I need to edit that together.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have more experience with Diablo, but of course, obviously, the last one was not that great. But so
Yeah.
I haven't done that much of Baldur's Gate.
The only Diablo I played was 2.
It's real good.
Diablo 2 is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Multiplayer adventure for you and your friends.
Wow.
Set in Evermore, a gorgeous but fallen world. You'll control the chaos through wayfinders. Meet Senja,
It's Phantasy Star.
who likes to get up close.
It's Phantasy Star.
And Silo,
And that star was my fantasy.
firepower.
Oh, did I say it out loud? Oh,
God.
I was saying the combat here
The
looks
frame, also
slow. Arnold's just
hooked another
there it looks
video
fast, so earlier it looks slow.
Or it doesn't look like the kind of game that does fast combat.
New weapons and wayfinders. You can also
It seems like a real-time,
that you can modify and mutate for a greater.
It looks like an MMO, honestly. Like a real-time MMORPG.
When your friends
It does.
quests.
like
It looks like your moves have cooldowns, kind of like Final Fantasy Online.
yeah.
Well, it's like Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact is a game I keep downloading because I want to play it with friends, but we never end up playing it, and I always end up installing it because it's too much space.
Thanks for watching.
I get the same kind of thing too.
It's pretty though.
It is.
Way forward the game.
We've got
Wafer.
big updates on two highly anticipated Capcom.
Oh, Capcom. All right.
The debut
Alright, that's gonna be it for this episode,
Don't you
guys.
dare. You let them do Destiny for an hour. I get to do Capcom. Okay.
Okami 2.
Capcom is my deal.
Oh my god, it's Ace
Okami
Attorney.
2. Oh my god, it's Adobe Premiere 6.
The Adobe Premiere 6.
Never forget.
WWE.
I'm actually loving that mask that Zangief has.
It's WWE 33.
I will say, I love fighting games. Street Fighter's the one I never really gave much of a chance, even though it's kind of like the de facto fighting game.
Well, that
Yeah, that's like the fighting game.
Yeah, it's the one I never really gave much of a chance. This looks solid.
Yeah, I'm loving every news I'm seeing with Street Fighter. I was a big fan of Street Fighter 4 and Marvel's Capcom 3. I was like, man, all right, fighting games are back, baby. And then the Street Fighter Tekken crossover thing happened, and that was a big letdown. And the less we said about Street Fighter 5, the better.
What were you saying, Shiny?
I don't remember. Oh, I was just saying, like, I remember 5 not impressing me much, but this looks really cool.
Yeah, same.
But, like 5, it was like they really rushed it out of the game.
That body.
Jordan.
For the esports scene.
Also, Ken lost the wife and kids.
Oh yeah, that whole ordeal.
That's Aika from Skies of Arcadia. She just
I
keeps
do
the
keep
big
forgetting her
boomerang.
name. I mean, all these characters unfortunately were leaked months ago, so I already knew they were already in the game. But still, it's nice to see their actual movements and fighting styles.
I like her. She looks cool.
Oh yeah.
I like that she has Aika's hair.
That's just got what?
She's got Aika's hair from Skies of Arcadia.
I have yet to play Skies of Arcadia.
You should.
I've been told that.
Everyone says to play the GameCube one because it's got like a lower encounter rate and stuff and bug fixes, but I had the Dreamcast one.
Well, you just have some quality of life things, essentially.
Yeah. The Dreamcast one has higher quality music. I miss my Dreamcast copy, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's British Mommy.
Ooh.
Cammy.
Emmy!
I saw a thing recently, like, I think the official Twitter for, like, Capcom, like, just said, y'all really like Cammy, huh?
Yeah, I saw that. Twitter, they posted
Cammy's,
that on Twitter.
Cammy's the Min-Min of Street Fighter, look at her.
And people were getting so mad about her wearing pants. I'm like, y'all can stop being thirsty for 1 minute and just let her... I mean, granted, she looks great with pants, but, like, I'm saying, like...
I would argue that's even, like, more.
Yeah, but it's like people were honestly upset that they had her wear pants and not her usual, like, you know...
Not pants.
Yeah.
I think giving her the skin-tight pants is, like, the perfect alternative.
Yeah.
Y'all are too
That's like,
thirsty.
that's like the best way
I am,
could
yes.
have done it, honestly.
I say visually, especially, it looks a much of an improvement compared to.
And they're still, but they're still
All
using
right, now how
that.
does
They're
the
using
game
that
look,
Luke artwork that does not look great.
No, that does not, but everything
They're,
else is
they're
cool.
trying. Okay, you might want to.
Okay, everyone,
This one!
Everyone
This
just shut
I'm
up.
really looking
This
forward
looks
to.
so good!
Everyone-
This looks so good!
Been through the holy
Okay,
valley.
I'm
What
so
if you don't
excited
access
for
the
this.
sacred gift?
How so soon?
Christ.
It comes out so soon.
She did.
By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this when I saw this last. Ashley looks great in
She
this.
really does.
Yeah.
Prince child.
She really looks good in this.
Some entertainment for you.
And I don't mean in like an attractive way, although yes, I actually mean just it's like one of those cases where they upscale like a character design and it looks perfect. Like I can easily tell that's Ashley.
Yeah.
Like the designs look like they translated from the GameCube perfectly.
Like, that's
Especially
like
Leon, look at him.
and, you know, Louis as well.
Yeah, Lewis looks great.
Long time no see.
I want to see what's his name? Salvador?
Oh yeah, the short
Like,
antagonist.
Yeah, I wanted to see him in this trailer. I was sad I didn't get to.
Yeah.
Midget Spanish Napoleon.
Have they? Am I crazy or have they shown the merchant yet?
I don't think they have.
Oh, that's weird because everybody loves that character. That little,
Leon, look at their hair.
Their
so
hair
good.
looks
They're so good.
Let us rescue the Princess Dulcinea.
You gotta hurt yourself.
If they take out, this looks amazing. If they take out the ballistics line, I'm still gonna be sad.
Or if like I'm not sure. There's definitely some alterations throughout the story. So like, who knows how much?
There's gonna be like it's gonna be like with RE2 and 3, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully not to the extent of RE3.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like the RE3 remake, but I get why some people.
It's just too short.
I never finished it. Honestly, I started it and I never finished it. But I played 2 so many times.
Yeah.
From what I've heard with RE4 remake, they want to make it as the most faithful.
Mm-hmm.
Which if that's the case,
I mean, they know they have that much. They know it. They got the most pressure on that one.
Yeah, it's like if they change way too much, and people are going to complain big time.
I have faith.
Mm-hmm.
I have faith not in Capcom, but in Capcom's ability to want to make money. I don't feel like they'll let this one slip. You know what I mean?
They do not want to mess this up. They do not want to mess this up.
I'm just gonna keep
I feel like they're gonna very carefully just, you know.
I'm just keeping it
Also,
going.
this game is the rest of the presentation. Like this.
Suicide Squad, like that's it. That's the rest of the.
From what I heard,
it's like they go extensively into this.
Yeah.
That's like almost 20 minutes. Let's just skip to the gameplay.
It's coming up, but.
It's coming up. Oh,
you went back. Oh.
I'm sorry.
This is what happens when you mess with fate, Steven.
Can we just watch the Resident Evil 4 trailer for 20 minutes on repeat and call it a day? There.
I do have some thoughts on the Suicide Squad game. There is some things that look good, and I do trust.
Sorry,
it looks like a better Avengers.
Yes.
They already did that. It was called Guardians of the Galaxy.
True. Yes, thank you for saying that. Yes, that one was great. But I do have.
Can you imagine a more Guardians of the Galaxy thing than a good game that just sells like shit? That's like so fitting.
You're right. It is so fun and so fitting.
That is exactly what I said.
Okay.
Anyway, Jordan wants to say something.
So yes, I have more faith in this because it's the same team who did the actual Batman Arkham games trilogy. Even though I was a bit disappointed in the last one with Arkham Knights, I am hopeful this one can be really good. And because the premise is sound. You know, members of Suicide Squad to go into Metropolis, defeated by Brainiac, and Brainiac's already taking over, corrupting the Justice League. There's something fun to that idea, but I have to say, it's bothering me that all 4 members of this team all use guns. Deadshot, it makes sense because obviously he's an assassin, and that's his whole thing. He's got guns on his wrist.
Nom nom on everybody.
And even Harley Quinn having guns, I can kind of see that, even though that's not her primary weapon. But why is Boomerang again? Captain Boomerang, the guy who's known for having trick boomerangs. Why is he just using guns and frickin' shotguns and stuff?
So he's literally just Hawkeye
the
in the
special
DC
move.
universe.
But with boomerangs.
He's chomping on everything.
He should be using fire boomerangs. He should be using explosive boomerangs, electric boomerangs,
a
boomerang that turns into a boxing glove or something. Come on. And even King Shark's using guns. I'm like, that's what's bothering me. That's
it's
my
like the
biggest
characters have no actual differences.
Unfortunately,
They try to say the shark. King what's the proper name of the shark?
King Shark. That's King Shark. Yeah.
Okay. It's like they try to have more.
The name of the bully shark from My Gym Partner's a Monkey. I don't know.
Oh, the bully shark. God, with the braces.
I like the Harley Quinn cartoon portrayal of King Shark the most.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Portrayal of Joker.
I love that show. Period.
That show's great. No complaints
I see
here.
so many clips of it, and it looks so funny.
It is.
That's Jamie in a nutshell. He doesn't actually watch shows. He watches clips of shows.
The Valentine's Day special is extremely funny.
Also, how did he not die from being rattled around like that?
Oh, he's Lex Luthor. He thinks of everything.
I mean, can you not see he's wearing that suit, dude?
Yeah, come on, Jamie.
Honestly, I miss Harley's design from Batman the Animated Series.
I wouldn't mind if it was red and black. They've been giving her either
This-
red and
the
blue
Suicide
or
Squad.
pink and blue, and I'm like, what? Why that? Why not red and
Oh my
black?
god, it's Ezra Miller. Do we get to beat him up?
Shoot him.
From
they're all
this game,
aiming
yeah,
their
it looks
guns
like
at
it, yeah.
So, I think he missed what he said. He misses like the original Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, and well,
It'd be interesting to see a more modern take on that.
Well, like,
yeah.
well, yeah,
I
they usually
guess
have,
I don't
in an
mind
arcade game,
modern
they
looks
actually have, like, a costume for it. It's like
of
a
Harley.
outfit.
It just they keep choosing. They choose other color schemes besides red and black, and I ask why.
Is it because like the first Suicide Squad movie that had that color scheme? It's like they should try to base off that.
What was that outfit? I never liked that outfit from that movie.
I don't know either. I really don't.
She looks way better in the James Gunn movie.
Oh yeah,
does.
the
That's because the
Suicide
James Gunn movie is just better overall.
Yes,
Yes.
that movie made Polka Dot Man a likable character.
That movie killed off the original Suicide Squad like right at the beginning.
Yeah. I think that the DC universe has a chance now that he's sort of
James
helming
Gunn's
it.
in charge.
Yeah.
I agree. I do
Yeah.
agree.
I will give it a fair shot.
Yeah.
So
Like
that's
Okay, so you-
basically it. Because I'm not gonna sit here and just watch the same thing over.
Okay,
and over.
this one I did see before coming here because I was naturally curious about Suicide Squad. There is going to be some other villains in here, like the Penguin and Toyman, and I think they said,
Wait, man.
"Look, I have a soft spot for Toyman. I know it doesn't make sense for him to be a Superman villain, but I think there's a way you can make that character work."
Yeah. Also, this stuff is what people are also like. This freaking.
Don't you love how
Sure.
every game looks exactly the same now?
Yeah, I know. It's like.
But
What is
As
this?
a Battle Pass too.
Look at that!
Yeah,
Look at the menu up. Why does every game look exactly the same?
Yeah,
I thought this
it's
was
my nerves.
Destiny.
yeah,
I was
exactly.
watching my dad play Kena Bridge of Spirits the other
Yeah.
day, and the menus look exactly like this.
Even Kina is like.
Yes,
Is that
it's got a
Andrew
different
Tate?
font. It uses the Legend of Korra font, but it still looks the same.
Yeah.
It's like.
Well, okay, wait. There was go back just a little bit. Yes. Okay, they actually gave that was like Captain Boom. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. It was here a moment ago.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yes, that is comic accurate Captain Boomerang,
Uh-huh.
and I'm glad it's in the
That's a lot.
game.
Oh, I like that Harley.
Yeah, I like the different outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of like some of like the battle pass. It's just as they say solely cosmetic stuff, and they're planning to like add more missions, add more villains, add a bunch of new playable characters. So who knows how this game could turn out later
Yeah.
down the line? I mean, like Avengers tried to do the same thing and that flopped. So who knows how this will turn out?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Avengers didn't have anything to fall back on.
Yeah.
I mean, the Black Panther
We don't need
DLC
to get into
was
a conversation about
good.
Avengers.
I think that was like one of the few good things from that game. But yeah, they just kind of
Drop the ball.
dropped the ball exactly. And I'm hoping this Suicide Squad game is able to be good and can deliver on the goods that the Arkham games were able to. But this does scream like Warner Brothers games forced them to put Battle Pass and all the regular typical shooter games that you see nowadays, and
Yeah, that looter shoot.
That looter shoot.
looter shooter, yes, stuff. So, and that's a shame because the Suicide Squad, a game like that should let you have a bunch of weird villains, have them do their weird powers. That's what I would want to do if I was playing a Suicide Squad game. Let my villains do some weird stuff.
So, final thoughts on the PlayStation State of Play.
I'd say overall solid. Like the whole thing with Suicide Squad at the end, like there was not much information about it. I knew it was coming out, and this was like the biggest info dump. It was like this is what the game's like, story, what we're going to do with the future of it, and then even release date, all in the same last like 20 minutes of this. I would say overall was pretty decent.
Shiny,
Mm-hmm.
you got any thoughts?
Nope.
No. No thoughts,
Just
head
the
empty?
observer.
It looks like it could be okay. It gives me a lot of feelings of like the Avengers game, which makes me upset. But I'm hoping it's going to be more like the Guardians of the Galaxy game, which was more fun.
I hope so too.
I would
man.
say, in comparison, like the Suicide Squad, this game, like gameplay wise, it looks a lot more frantic, fun.
Mhm.
And Avengers was like very slow.
Avengers had too much Kamala.
Hey, I love
And she
Kamala
was the-
Khan. Okay.
Do you love Kamala in Avengers, the video game?
Okay, they didn't do her that. Okay, she was not that great in that game, but Kamala Khan is a cool character. It's
Kamala,
just
I don't know anything about Kamala Khan as a character. I'm sure she could be great. I really don't know. But what pisses me off is when she's sitting at the computer and it's like logging into this Stark Industries, 3 attempts left.
she.
What
Okay,
can
the
it
game
be?
made her act like she was a product placement character. Like, oh, get your Avengers, stuff right here. I have this right here. It feels like she just was there to talk about how just nothing but just how awesome the Avengers are. And she is an Avengers fan in the comics, but she also has a life besides them. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm very emotional.
But we're in
with
an
this,
apartment.
okay?
You gotta quiet down.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I hate the part where she's like, she has one attempt left at the password and she looks up at the poster that's like, I am Iron Man, and she's like, wait, no.
Oh my
Couldn't
god.
be.
That was pretty bad.
And then she types it in and it works.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That game was just
The
a dumpster fire.
The whole thing, though, it feels like a fan fiction where, like, the writer self-inserted themselves as Kamala Khan.
Which is funny because the game movie starts off with you going to this whole
Exactly.
fan fiction.
Exactly! I have a lot of vitriol towards that game, I'm sorry.
Read the Miss Marvel comics. You will get a much better experience of that character and how
there
she
was also-
really
Sure I
is.
will.
There's also like a Miss Marvel show on Disney Plus. Did they do that character justice?
I'd say the character and her family are pretty good. Unfortunately, they give her pretty weak villains. So I'd say again a better example of how she is in the comics. But again, that show is not perfect. I'm hoping for season 2 so they can really
Hammer out the
punch it up a bit,
That's what she says in the game. She's like, everyone says you punch up, you punch down. I'm always punching up.
Oh my
Or
god.
something like that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank
Thank
you
you.
for watching.
Yes.
So you're in Jordan.
Yes.
And
I am Jordan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
we will talk later next time there's a PlayStation. Maybe we'll do this again.
Yes.
Until
Or
next
just a
time.
Nintendo Direct even.
Maybe a Nintendo Direct. I know Xander likes to do those.
And if Microsoft's going to actually do something, we'll talk about their
They'll
thing.
never do anything.
We can cover the nothing E3 this year.
Yeah.
Why does it
Anyways,
exist?
until next time, stay cool.
And stay vigilant.